Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Beyond. And I have only one thing to say. Oh, ye of little faith. Y'all are hating on the house. Alright, I read the comments on the last episode. You all seem to hate this little house that we built, that we renovated from the village thing. Did you think I was done with this? Did you think this was the final product? Well, you would be wrong. No. Come on, guys, you know me better than that, or at least you should. We're gonna keep working on this thing today and make it look better, because this, let's be honest, this doesn't look amazing. This doesn't look amazing, and we can do a lot better. But before we got into all the really, fine detail phase, which is what we're gonna do this episode, we had to get kind of a base structure to work with, if that makes sense. We needed to get this part of it done before we can move on to the other stuff that's really going to kind of turn this into something cool and unique. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's episode. Let's see. The answer, the biggest answer at least, to many of our problems is a little mod called Chisels and Bits. This is a great mod. If you have never heard of this mod, you are so missing out, because it's amazing, and I love it, and you should love it too. Where's my wood? Here we go. Actually, all I need is a stick. I don't need the whole thing. Is it like that? There we go, diamond chisel, and then we're definitely gonna want some of these chiseled bit bags as well. Have I any wool? I have wool, but not very much wool. I should probably go gather some of that, because that is definitely going to be needed. We're not going to want to do chisels and bits without the bit bag. Otherwise, we're going to have bits flying around all over the place, and it's going to be horrendous. So let me go grab some wool from some sheep and stuff like that, and then I'll be back with you. All right, guys, I am back. I've got some wool. There's a couple sheep kind of around. It took me a little longer than I thought, though. But what we're going to need is some stone bits. So if we take our chisel and we can hold down Alt and do whole bunches at a time, but essentially this will allow you to, chisel these things and get little individual pieces, and then you can make stuff one pixel at a time. It's going to be amazing. However, you can see just in that little bit, I've already practically filled my inventory, which is why the bit bag is so incredibly important, because without it, your inventory just gets absolutely wrecked by this mod. It's pretty bad. So let's put all of those in here, and then we'll just finish breaking that down. There we go. And now you can see this thing isn't even close to full. So I want to try a couple of things. I have some ideas. I think it would be really cool. Oh, and that does still connect. Nice. I think it would be really cool to kind of take these parts back. I was a little worried that the glass panes wouldn't connect to it anymore, but it appears they do. So we can kind of create a little bit of depth in the walls by bringing each of these back, like so. I think that's pretty cool. There's that stair there. The more that I'm looking at it, the less I'm liking it. Oh, that will mess up our ladder, though. And I doubt I can put the ladder back on here, can I? Oh, actually, I can. Oh, nice. This mod... This mod is so amazing. Chisels and Bits. You can do so many things with it. It's just gorgeous. I love it. I love this mod so much. I don't play around with it nearly as much as I should, because the thing with Chisels and Bits is that you can easily get just sucked into this mod, and suddenly it's 6 hours later and you have made one thing. So you need to be very careful with Chisels and Bits. But if you do decide to get into it, You can do some absolutely incredible things with this mod, and we're going to try to do that today. Let's see. These all need to come back 3 as well. I'm still super amazed that the glass panes connect to it. I was really worried that that wasn't going to work, but it looks like it does. So no complaints from me on that account. Let's put a torch there. The other interesting thing we could do here is we could bring this up by like 2, right? This little beam right here, just raise it up a little bit, just to kind of bring it into the ceiling a little bit, and it would be fine. We could also do the same with this if we wanted to. I'm not going to do it because then I'd have to put it back. But there's a lot of stuff we can do with chisels and bits that we can't do otherwise. I am looking at these stairs, though. As I said before, I was looking at these stairs, and the more that I look at them, the less I like them. So we are going to do away with these stairs. I think that's all of them. This one can, well, nah, let's get rid of the one above the door as well. Okay, so stairs go away. Let's grab some stone, like so, and we'll just fill all of those in. Now, a lot of you are saying that you don't like the combination of stone and andesite for the house itself. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine, because there are other things that we can do to it to make it look better. One of them, well, first of all, another thing too, is a lot of you said you really don't like these corners. Don't worry, we're going to get to that too. One thing I want to try is that, maybe not andesite. You know what we really need? We really need a lot of regular stone. Let's just do this. Let's get this cooking into smooth stone. I did take the augment out, right? Yes. Okay. Let's get that cooking up into smooth stone and see if we can work with it. And then let's take maybe some spruce wood. And let's turn that into planks like this. And let's just turn all of that into bits. There we go. Okay. So here we have chiseled spruce bits. Now, we could do all sorts of crazy stuff with this. So if we go grid snapped, drawn region right here, we can hold this down, and we could do something like that even. Doesn't look like it works right there, though. That's a little unfortunate. I was really hoping it would. That kind of ruins it a little bit. I wonder if we go single bit and I just take... Did we take that bit out? Will this work on glass panes at all? Doesn't look like it. Or no, I need a right click. Right? Nope. Okay, so it doesn't work on panes. At least not in that way. I guess that's okay, though. So let's go back. Oh, didn't I thought I was on single bit. There we go. No? I guess not. Okay. Well, let's go back. Let's draw these little bits right there. And it just gives us kind of a little tiny detail, which I think is good. And that's really what making this look good is going to come down to. We're going to need stone as well, as I said, because I actually want to use some stone brick in this build. And we'll just kind of like down here and maybe just mixed in various different spots. We're just going to kind of do something like this and just kind of mix some stone brick in, and I think that's really going to help with making it look better as well. Like so. See what I mean? Just kind of doing something with that texture a bit. Making it look a bit more Maybe here? Making it look a bit more man-made. Like, I think it's okay to use regular stone and andesite in a structure. Like, I think that's perfectly okay. I don't think that's a bad thing. Necessarily, I think you can mess it up if you do it in such a way that it looks bad, which right now it kind of does. But I think if we mix in some stone brick and then we mix in some chisels and bit stuff, I think it'll look considerably better. And I think you will agree with me once you see the final product. Let me get some of this grindy stuff done, guys. Let me get some work done on the house, and I'll come back to you with a progress update in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back. So, a little bit of a progress update. I got some bracers kind of added into the roof up there, which I think is looking pretty good. And I got the chiseled parts added in over here as well. So now the next step is I want to work on the base of the house a little bit. And what we're going to do for that is we're going to take some stone brick and give me plain. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to go plain again. And I'm actually going to build this little chunk out. Oh, that's going to mess with the road, though. I mean, I could move the road back. I wish that didn't mess with the road. Dang it. Maybe that's not the best idea in the world. What? Oh, because it's not grass. Right. Got it. Okay. Give me some of this. Give me some of that. Put you back. Dirt. Dang it. Messed it up again. How am I capable of messing this up so many times? I don't understand. Where's my shovel? There we go. Well, let's try something else. I want to try another little thing here for the corners as well. Another option, we could, using chisels and bits, we could do something with this as well by maybe taking some logs, and it's probably easier to just do full logs if we can find them. Here we go. Another option would be, I'm sure you've all seen Minecraft houses like that, and we would do the same probably up there as well. But what if we were to take a little chunk like that, right? Just kind of, maybe even one more. Maybe something like this, just to kind of get that in there. I think that's okay. That's pretty good. Do we have any grass? Nope. We need some grass. Let's go get some grass. Maybe we'll just take a little bit from right here, actually. That'll be fine. And just kind of, we'll just even that out a little bit. There we go. So, if I put you right here, how does that look? That looks okay. That looks okay. What if I tear this guy out? And we put a log up there as well. And we do... Ooh, that's going to be hard. Probably easiest to just tear this away for a minute. And then put it back. How does that look? That looks a little funky. But using the magic of chisels and bits, draw on region, we could go from here to there. And then... Oh, man, that's going to be so hard to do. I'm thinking maybe if we get up real close to it, it'll be a little easier. Yeah, that should be a bit easier. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. Alt. Undo. That's the other amazing thing about Chisels and Bits. So here to there. And then maybe like that. Yep. And then this guy would come down. That would come over like this. Like that. We are getting it. We're so close. Can you see what I mean when I say this mod can just, like, consume your life? If you're not careful. There we go. Very close. Very, very close. There's just this one little bit right there. Right here. And what we could probably do there, or here, is just go like that. There. Oh, but then it messes this up. Dang it. I was hoping we could, but... Oh! Undo. Undo. Change this guy to drawn region. And go you to there. There we go. And then basically the roof looks like it's connecting into this pillar, which I think is pretty cool. And I think this looks pretty good. And we get the depth that we want rather than just putting those oak pillars in and hoping they look good. Like this is a significant improvement. So let me get that done on the other four corners, and then I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I am back, and this is already starting to look a lot better. This house is starting to come together. It's not there yet, but we're making progress. We're making progress. So I think I am mostly good with this. I would like to probably work a little bit more stone brick in. Instead, that's too symmetrical. Let's go maybe a stone here, and maybe an andesite here. Yeah, that seems a bit better. That seems a bit better. Okay, and then we'll want to mix in some stone brick over on this side as well. Yeah. Yeah, this is already starting to look a lot better than it did. Okay, so the next thing I want to add, just out of curiosity, what would happen? What if we did this? Got ourselves some of this stuff right here. Yep, we want drawn region. And from here and extending maybe 2 pixels. We did just a tiny little strip. Like that. How would that look? Not really a fan. Let's undo that. Okay. I'd like to find some way to work a little bit more detail into this area. But the question is how to go about doing that, because I don't really want... Actually, you know what we could maybe do? Here's a thought. Can you combine Chisels and Bits with Architecture Craft? Because there's some pretty cool stuff in here. Ooh. One makes 2. Let's actually just look at this. This might be exactly what I need. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What if we did that on the outsides, like that? Just to kind of... Oh. Now, it doesn't connect here, obviously. So it's not going to be perfect, but between... Architecture Craft has some really cool shapes that you can, like, play around with and do pretty cool stuff with. I don't know that I necessarily think that they would fit best on this house, but there's definitely some potential there. Yeah. Definitely some potential. Let's just see. Going back to this, what else do we have to work with? We've got other arches. We've got railings. Is there like a short railing? One makes 8. Let's just take a peek. What does this look like? One makes 4, one makes 10? Now, this isn't the texture that I would use, but I just want to look at it. That's kind of cool. It's a little taller than I would like, though. It's actually a lot taller. And we also have this super awesome trash can, by the way, as part of FTB utilities. Super useful. Comes really, really useful if necessary. And, once again, my bit bag is just, like, insane. This is why we made 3 bit bags. I have 3 of them. They are all almost completely full, just from the little bit of chisels and bits that we've done just now. It doesn't take much to fill these things up. So if you do plan to use chisels and bits a lot, be prepared to go through a lot of bit bags. I wish there was like a large bit bag that would store more stuff. That would be very useful. But there really isn't. So whatever, it's fine. Let's see here. What else could we do? I mean, already this is so improved on what it was. I don't know that I necessarily dislike this. I think it would be cool to have a chimney, like right here. The question is, I don't know what I would make it out of. Do we have like a dark cobblestone? Or if I look at stone, is there some sort of oh, well, there's abyssal stone from Railcraft. That's a little darker than what I'm looking for, though. I'm looking for something that's more of like a slate color. Let me just look through here and see if I can find what we need. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I couldn't really find anything that was what I was looking for. At least not that we have access to at the moment. But I do think it would be really cool to have a chimney, like right in here or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up, I'm thinking like right about here or so. I think this would be a good spot for a chimney. We'll maybe put that guy back, and then we'll do something like this. And then we're going to use the magic of chisels and bits to kind of push this whole thing back, right? So let's see, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 9, actually. Yeah, we're going back basically 9. And I'm out of space in my bit bag. But let's do this. Let's go. Yeah, look at all the bits. It's a little ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And those look to be even now. So I've got kind of this chimney that's forming. I do need more bits, though, pretty badly. Let's just throw these in here for a minute. How much string can I make? I can make enough for one more bit bag. If I use all of my string. There we go. That's the only downside to this mod, my friends. The bit bag struggle is real. It gets a little ridiculous. But let me finish getting this chimney done, guys, and then I will come right back to you. All right, guys, I am back. Chimney's in place. I think it looks pretty good. Definitely helps with this little portion of the wall. And then what we could do is we could kind of bring little chunks of this out. Undo that. But we could kind of bring like little chunks of this part out a little bit to make it look just a little bit more uneven. And I think that would be good. And then maybe we'll switch this to drawn region. So like here, we would maybe bring that part out. And then like from here, we maybe bring little, you know what I mean? Just kind of little things like that. But overall, I think this house looks a million times better now that we've done some work with it and added some detail to it, because Chisels and Bits is amazing. Let's be honest, it's amazing. Anyway, though, guys, I am out of time for this episode. Let me know what your thoughts are on the house now that it's been overhauled a bit. Let me know if you still hate it. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.